Hello guys, welcome again to other live stream. This live stream is gonna be short actually, because we are gonna talk about Bitcoin in the long, social macro time frames, 1 day chart and 4 hour chart. Okay, so in my latest video, in the short video I posted on here YouTube. I was expecting actually this pullback, right? I was expecting around maybe 46, 47, around my minimum 45, but as you can see here, we have this move, and also I was looking for a bounce, and now the bounce is happening, right? So what we are gonna do here? Well, in order to understand this price action, we need to talk about the 1 day chart. Okay, the 1 day chart. Well, actually, let me change. I'm gonna start as usual. I'm gonna start with weekly chart. Okay. Weekly chart here, we have these bear divergences here as usual. Yeah, as we talked about this like 2-3 months ago. From here, yeah. And now people in social media are saying, it's because whatever, right? Something happened in the world or news, whatever. But we are ready for this. Now, I cannot change the trend. The trend is your friend, and the trend for Bitcoin is to the upside in weekly chart. Simple. Why? Because Bitcoin is bouncing, actually respecting the MA55 around $42,000-$41,000. Now, as long as this MA55 respected, so I am expecting in the next 2-3 months something like this, maybe sideways. Sideways, I'm expecting, and from here maybe we'll see something like this. Now, I even with the indicators and these kind of things, all my indicators telling me, a monthly chart telling me like maybe potentially Bitcoin will break MA55, I cannot change the trend. Why? Because the trend price action is the most, and as long Bitcoin is respecting $43,000-$44,000, yep, I am expecting continuation to the upside. Yeah, of course I cannot tell you the price here because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could be just maybe a bounce. Yes, why not? It could be just from here to 100k. Who knows, right? Maybe yes, but I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Why? Because in weekly chart, I would like to see something like this. When we see something like this, yes, potentially we can start thinking, okay, Bitcoin to the moon, right? Again, but not now. So in this case, Bitcoin right now tested this weekend $43,000. I was in long position of 44 and I closed my position of 49. Why? Because I was trading. I am not holding Bitcoin right now as an investor. Of course, the best opportunity to buy Bitcoin was around $42,000 this weekend. As investor, yes, you can start thinking to accumulate little by little. Of course, I'm not telling you like all in. Why? Because we have this signature here. But as investor, of course, MA55 in weekly chart is actually the best way to buy Bitcoin right now. Of course, I am not financial advisor, please. Now, let me be clear. As I said, Bitcoin is in uptrend in weekly chart. It's still in uptrend as long as it's about $43,000-$44,000. But I am not expecting new highs this year. Of course not. I am expecting more sideways. Actually, sideways. Also, potentially we will see a reversal if I am right with macro. I mean, not just weekly. I mean, we weekly and monthly. You see here we are forming, we have these bear divergences here. Is forming actually is we have the first strike here. Let me see here. Yep, the first strike. So if this month Bitcoin is not closing above $60,000 as usual, like I said, $60,000 is the key level for me. $60,000 in monthly and weekly chart. If we don't see this close, I am expecting we will see something quite nasty here. Why? Because now we have bear divergence in weekly chart and we will have a hidden bullish bear divergences here. If we see something like this in the next 2-3 weeks, so that means this is gonna reverse and we will see something like this. So 2022 is not going to be good. And also remember, we are I don't play dead cross and golden cross in price action, but with OBB, yes. Not like the signal, sell signal or buy signal, of course not. But the only thing I can, for me, is they are very important. Why? Because OBB is offering less fake signals. So last time when we had a death cross for Bitcoin was when Bitcoin was at $17,000 around here. After this dump, as you can see here, now we have this dump. And after 2-3 weeks in January, actually, we have this death cross on weekly chart. So that means all this area, Bitcoin was in sideways and crash. So if this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen in December 20, around there, December 20, before Christmas. If this cross is gonna happen, I am expecting all this price action, something like this, and crash, something like this in the 2022. This is like my speculation for 2022. Of course, Okay, let me be clear. One thing is what I'm speculating in macro timeframes. Other thing is weekly chart. Weekly chart, technically speaking, as I said, is onto the upside. That's it. Okay, but based on this kind of signals in OBB, I really respect when I see these kind of things. Why? Because we will have, actually, as you can see, it's very good, very good actually. Now, next bull run, I don't think so. Not in long time. I think Bitcoin, the best thing Bitcoin can do now is in sideways and holding for months, MA55, and after that we will see what is going to happen. For example, here from 2018, from January to September, October, Bitcoin was respecting the MA55 in this price action, but OBB was very clear, was trending to the downside, and it's happening right now exactly the same thing. So understanding this weekly chart, as I said, we are still in uptrend. Yes, as long Bitcoin is in $44,000. But okay, in weekly chart we are in uptrend. Yes, but in daily chart we are in downtrend. So please understand the difference with it in time frames, because weekly chart is for 3 months. 3 months price action. So from this point we have this signal around here. 3 months, that means December, January, February, maybe March we will see the resolution of all this formation. But remember, we have monthly, we have bi-weekly charts, so that's why I'm expecting an extension of this, because we have macro, even higher time frames not looking great. If I show you right now monthly chart, this is showing actually sell signal actually right now. It's not there is no confirmation right now, of course not, but the only thing I can tell you is any close below let me show you this month below $56,000 $55,000, this is gonna be a confirmation or rejection in monthly chart. And also we have these bear divergences here actually in OBB in monthly chart. As you can see here, we have this one, and we have from this point and this point. So, and also the OBB in monthly chart is trending to the downside. Remember, OBB is telling me first with the volume what is happening actually. So that means I don't know who, but all this in this area, just they are dumping. Simple, they are dumping. We need to respect the trend, yes. With price action, yes. But as I said, I respect OBB in macro time frames. So any close below $55,000 this month in the next 2 weeks, I am expecting next month, January, February, outer test to $40,000, 42, 43. Remember, this is a monthly chart, monthly. It's gonna take maybe 6 months. And in the lowest point, $24,000. Of course, it's crazy to say these kind of numbers right now. Of course, yes, because we need to respect the trend, and the trend right now is to the upside. But based on the current price action, the close, you see Bitcoin closing below $55,000 in the next 2 weeks. Yep, we will have these bear divergences playing, and you will see the resolution of this in the next 6 months. As I said, the lowest price I am expecting is $25,000. $15,000. How I can change my bias here, my technical analysis is very simple. Bitcoin must close in the monthly chart above 55, well, to be safe, $60,000. If we don't see this close this month, well, you know my speculation. Now, let's talk about 1-day chart, right? So 1-day chart is very interesting. Why? Because I said, not because Bitcoin in this case is is in sideways below the MA55 or is breaking the MA55, that means it's in downtrend. Of course not. I want to see something like this, something like this, like it's breaking the area, the MA55, not just the MA55, also the demand area. So let me explain this with a very good example, better example. For example, here, Bitcoin was testing below the MA55, and let me show you here. And with this dump, as you can see here, this price action, yeah. I cannot say I don't have the confirmation Bitcoin is gonna change the trend. Why? Because as you can see here, for example here, if I do this, what is gonna happen? Now, honestly, in this area, I was expecting this bounce. It should be around. I was expecting $60,000. I fell for maybe $1,000 or $1,500 because Bitcoin reached $59,000, $300 around there. But technical analysis is not perfect, right? So well, never mind. Now, how is gonna change? I'm gonna change the trend. Well, if I see this area breaking hard. And after that, yes, I can say Bitcoin is in downtrend. Now, what is happening? What happened? Well, this one. Let me, one moment here. Let me do it here. Yeah. This one, exactly this candle broke very hard with a lot of power actually the MA55 and the last demand zone here. Yeah, for Bitcoin. So what does it mean in downtrend? In Bitcoin is in downtrend officially in weekly chart. Sorry, in 1 day chart. Now we have two key levels: $44,000, 43. This one is the weekly area, and this one is the macro time frames, right? 50 monthly. Here is the 1 day chart, and here is the monthly chart. If you want to be bullish on Bitcoin, Bitcoin must do something like this in 2 weeks. You see, something like this. Yeah, I mean, to the moon. No stop. I don't think so. I don't think so. This is the scenario. It's like, I mean, for me, it's unrealistic. I don't see, the probabilities are very low. So in the next 2 weeks, I don't think so. Now, how I'm gonna speculate this is very easy. This is just the drop, and this is just a bounce. To what? Testing, to test the MA55, this area, to what? Keep falling. Now, we have two options. In this area, you miss the opportunity to buy Bitcoin again, around 40, 46, 44, whatever. I think we will get another chance. We will get another chance, and potentially here we will see Bitcoin. Well, now it's bouncing, as you can see here. And you see maybe we will see other opportunity to buy maybe around 47, 46. And in a bullish market, it really is bullish. Bitcoin is really bullish. I don't want to see Bitcoin testing $43,000, $44,000. If I see Bitcoin testing again $43,000, $44,000, I'm going to start thinking like the MA55 in weekly chart is gonna break. So based on micro time frames and 1 day chart, I am speculating this this bounce, and that means many altcoins will bounce. Of course, if you want to enter in altcoins, actually the entry was yesterday. I published the entry for Bitcoin yesterday in my private channels. So of course, many altcoins, they were testing the key levels. For example, AVAX and Matic, all of them, they were testing the MA55. The demand area. Now they are, I don't need to see the chart. I know, I am guessing they are in profit right now. But as I said, because Bitcoin is in downtrend in 1 day chart, this price action is for the next 10 days. I mean, that means by the end of the month, this area, Bitcoin is gonna be in this area, yeah, the next 2 weeks, okay, between 44, 40, 55, maximum 55, 50, 54 actually, I am expecting this area. Yeah, I am not expecting more than that. Now, if, as I said, if Bitcoin breaks without correction, like to the moon right now here, and is breaking this and is doing this, yeah, okay, Bitcoin is gonna close fantastic in monthly. It's gonna do something very good for 2022. Any close below 54, $55,000, 56, as I said before, any close before by the end of this month will drag Bitcoin to test the MA55 in weekly chart, and potentially there we will see finally the breakdown I am expecting. Why I'm expecting this? Because I can see monthly, I can see bi-weekly chart, so that's why we need to be careful. Now, sorry, there are many lines here, so there is in 1 day chart there is just one technical analysis I want to share with you, is this. That's it. This is the technical analysis I have for a 1 day chart. Let me one moment. Let me do it more in a better way. Like this. Okay. Simple. Of course, we know every time when Bitcoin is testing the MA55 is to what? To keep falling. Okay. So keep watching and watch $52,000 because actually it's gonna reach maybe today, the next 24 hours, and also watch for $47,000 because if this area breaks, well, we will see something very interesting next year. Now, this is 1 day chart. Now let's talk about 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is very interesting. In the shorts I published this short video. I was expecting actually this pullback, this one. I was expecting a little bit more deep, around maybe $46,000, even 45. But well, as I said, it's not exact. And I was looking for sideways, and after that a bounce. As you can see here, this pullback sideways, and after that a bounce. Now, if you want to enter here, of course, this is, well, for me, this is not the area to enter here. If you want to buy here or trading here, no. Okay, so the area in the next 24 hours, as I said, this technical analysis like this to test the MA55 or maybe this area around here. As you can see here, we have the volume in this area. This area is where if you are thinking to buy here, well, I'm gonna start opening my shorts position. Okay, here. So I was in long here. I opened a $48,700 around here. $48,600, and I closed my long position at 51,300. Why I am not waiting for this level? Well, it's because Bitcoin is in downtrend, right? It's in downtrend in 1 day chart, so that means now it's holding MA21, but because we are in a downtrend in 1 day chart, well, Bitcoin can be rejected from here or from here. So, but of course, always I'm gonna speculate MA55 is gonna be the key area. If Bitcoin is breaking this one, the MA21 in 4-hour chart, that means bears are really in control, and we will see other tests to 48, even $47,000 again. I don't think so. I'm not expecting something like that. Why? Because OBB is still healthy. As you can see here, you don't know how to use, you want to understand OBB. Well, this is a very good example here. Now, why this is what in 1 hour this is like accumulation phase? Why? Because this actually was accumulation in the short term. Why? Because as you can see here, the OBB was above the moving average here, and after the second moving average here. So as long OBB it was close, above the both moving average here, all the price action here is technically speaking in consolidation or accumulation. That means people are buying. Now, when you see even OBB in the positive area green like this, and the price action is not following, is when you have usually your bear traps. Of course, it's the same thing for bull traps, right? So this, when I saw this, I entered in a scalp position like 48,500, and I closed my scalp around 48,000. I was scalping like 2 trades. And from there, I opened a long position from here for 48,700 around here when I saw this, and also I saw the 4-hour chart. When I saw 4-hour chart with this signature, as you can see here, trending, accumulation here, I'm breaking the MA55 here in OBB. Of course, I am speculating. This is just in short-term accumulation. Now, what is happening right now here? Well, in 1 hour chart, as you can see, because we are talking about micro time frames, we are forming, or Bitcoin is forming bear divergences here in 1 day chart. Sorry, in 1 hour chart. So that means Bitcoin, of course, will not. I am expecting a drop right now here. Why? Because even in 1 hour, the volume is still healthy. As long as above the yellow, the MA is still healthy. So, but one thing is like when we see this push to maybe $52,000, $53,000, the MA55 in 4 hour chart, I am speculating to see the OBB breaking down here. And for me, it's gonna be the trigger to start thinking to short. Remember, 1 hour chart is very different. Very different. It's not like for OBB is like maybe 2-3 days of price action. So well, now in 12 hour chart, something very interesting is happening right now. Bitcoin finally, as you can see here in this area of price action in 12 hour here, Bitcoin was testing it was between the moving average MA55 and 21 here, and it was getting rejected every time, and for first time is breaking, actually is above this moving average. What is the problem with this? Well, is when you see this kind of price action, for example this bounce here, well, we are forming right now, OBB is forming a hiding bearish divergences here. So why? Because the price is moving to the upside, yes, but if you want to see invalidation of this, is because the price must break not just 50 this level, it must break about $56,000 to see this bearish divergences, hidden bearish divergences invalidated. So that means Bitcoin must break this and do this to invalidate this setup. So what does that mean? Well, in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, we will see maybe Bitcoin around $53,000, of course. And if this is gonna play, well, we will see a rejection here, and I'm going to start opening short positions here. Now, as I said, not because I am looking for shorts, yes. Now I was looking for this bounce. Okay, it's happening right now. Okay, my trade is done. Now I am looking for shorts. This area 54, 53 area is gonna be the area I am gonna start looking for this. Now there are some bullish things, yes. There are some bullish things I need to mention, yes. That we have in 12 hours, we have a bullish divergence forming, in squeeze. So that means the next pullback is gonna be a buy for me. The next pullback is gonna be a buy. So the next pullback, be careful with this. As long Bitcoin is not breaking 44, 45, the next pullback is gonna be the buy to maybe test finally the MA55 in 1 day chart. Usually you will not see the MA55 tested at once. I mean in that moment. It will take maybe 1 week or 2. For example, here in 1 day chart, Bitcoin spent around almost 1 month to test the MA55 in this price action. As you can see here, bounce sideways, and finally here was very close to test the MA55 in 1 day chart. So that means this price action here, Bitcoin must be extremely bullish if we see this test right now. I don't think so. As I said, maximum 52, 53. I mean, the maximum level is 54, around there. I think this area actually is looking for shorts. I'm expecting Bitcoin is gonna test the MA55 in 1 day chart. Well, in the next maximum 2 weeks. If that not happen, well, we will see maybe other, as I said, downtrend. This is just downtrend. Okay. Now, there are bullish things. Yes. We have the momentum here for OBB in 1 day chart, as you can see here. Well, it's negative territory, yes, but the good thing here is in a squeeze we have this momentum, right? I mean, the momentum is to the upside, still to the upside, yes. Now, in OBB we don't have bullish divergences, but that means in the next pullback, even a little bit the same level, maybe the same level, or even a little bit lower, I will be bullish if I see something like this, getting the OBB is positive here, and it's testing the MA21, and from there we will see like this is a formation or accumulation pattern. But it's gonna take maybe 1 month, so please just be patient. Now we are trading now 4-hour chart, so that means my speculation in 4-hour chart, because I want to finish this explanation, is MA55, 52, 53, 54, around there, this area, and to keep falling. Simple. Okay, now there are some bullish things for Bitcoin. Yes, 5-day chart actually is showing something very interesting. We have a new close in 5-day chart. Now, as long Bitcoin is holding same the MA55 in 5-day chart, I cannot be bearish. I mean, like, the price action is the most, and as long Bitcoin is 47,000, is about 47,200, I am speculating Bitcoin is gonna enter, as I said before, in sideways between this level, $47,000 and $53,000, 54. It's the same thing as 1-day chart, this area. If you wanna be bullish, you wanna see Bitcoin in the next 2 weeks, as I said, breaking above 53, 54, and of course and beyond, right? You are gonna be bearish. We are gonna be bearish actually if Bitcoin closed the 5-day chart or weekly chart below $47,000, $45,000, because actually they are almost the same level. And from there, I'm speculating. The first step is $39,000, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna stop there. I think we will see a test to $32,000, and from there, everything is gonna be ugly. Why? Because this structure is gonna be destroyed, and we will see lower prices in 2022. Okay, so but step by step. Now, the bullish thing for here is OBB. OBB is doing something very, very interesting. Okay, there are good things and bad things. Let's start with the good things, because usually my technical analysis is like quite negative, so I want to say something, I mean, a little bit more bullish for all the people who are thinking like we are going to the moon, right? So from this point and this point, and this point and this point, we have hidden bullish divergences here from $30,000 to $39,000. As you can see here, in the next test of when Bitcoin was testing the MA55 in 5-day chart here, Bitcoin was testing the zero line here and confirming with in the next 10 days, I mean 2 weeks, this candle here confirming the reversal and the hidden bullish divergences here in 5-day chart. So that means around 1 month of price action to the upside, or 1 month or 2. Yeah, 1 month, 2 months. Now, something similar is happening right now. As you can see here, we have this now from this point. Let me show you. Yeah, from this point now to this point, as long Bitcoin is not breaking 42, 43 this week. Actually, I would say 45 maybe is better, around this area. I mean, I don't want to see a new low. Okay, a new low. That's it, simple. You will see the same setup here, hidden bullish divergences here in 5-day chart. So how I'm gonna be bullish here if Bitcoin is not breaking here, and also the slope of OBB is not breaking this. If you see this like it's breaking down, well, this is gonna be invalidation, and I am expecting in the long term Bitcoin is gonna break $47,000 in 5-day chart. So there is some hope. There is some hope for Bitcoin. Yes, the best thing can do Bitcoin is now sideways here, consolidation in this area, even more, all this consolidation for the next maybe 2-3 months. You wanna be bullish, you wanna see Bitcoin consolidating here, yeah, between $45,000 to $53,000 for the next 2-3 months. Why? Because we need time. We need time for what? To reset the indicators. If Bitcoin enters in sideways here for 3 or 4 months, a squeeze indicator is gonna enter in the zero line here, and it's gonna enter maybe a potential buy signal. So in some point here, I don't know exactly the time, we will see a buy signal, and we can start thinking, okay, Bitcoin, this is a consolidation, and we will see higher prices. Okay, so I think I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin right now. So short-term bounce, weekly uptrend, yes, one-day chart downtrend. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I hope I can be clear about. If you have any questions, just let me know. Ask me here in the comments or ask me in the group. Now, um, let's talk about other the altcoins. I'm going to start with. Let me 1 moment. Yeah, with Cardano. Cardano in weekly chart is doing something very interesting. I'm gonna tell you. Actually, it's very interesting. Okay, we have these bear divergences, right? Remember here in weekly chart and here. Well, I would say 70-80% all the downside for Cardano is done. I mean, what does that mean? Well, Cardano will be around here, between $1.20 to $30. So $1.30. Yeah. As long this price is holding, the next 2-3 months, I will say this is gonna be then we will have a next buy opportunity Cardano. So as I said, I cannot change the trend, totally the trend, because I see this candle. I remember in my previous example with Bitcoin, Cardano can be here for maybe 2-3 months here consolidating. You wanna see this. So I will say as investor, the Q1 for 2022, as long Cardano is holding this level, I will say maybe part of my portfolio I will start thinking to invest on Cardano. Maybe 20% on my portfolio. Of course, I cannot go all in because of course not, but thinking in weekly chart. Okay, now monthly chart is telling me something different. Monthly chart, we have this. Remember, weekly chart is for 3 months, monthly chart is for 1 year. So we can have a very nice bounce in weekly chart, maybe 3 months bullish, and after that, well, just the price crash. And now here we have here the sell signal here for a squeeze momentum indicator here in November 1st. So this is the beginning. Even in weekly chart we see a bounce. In weekly chart we test maybe $2 or even a little bit more. Maybe in all the people who got wrecked here and they are buying $2, they bought $2, sorry, or $3, maybe they will have another chance, the last chance to get out, because weekly chart is maybe it's gonna fire a buy signal. In weekly chart, very good. You hold for maybe 2-3 months as long Bitcoin is not crazy and is not breaking key levels. Perfect, right? But monthly chart is not great. So that means maybe other test to maybe $2, 2.50. If that happen, I wanna see the close, and from there maybe other test to the MA21 around $1 with 40 cents, and from there if this level breaks, well, to the ground. So please keep in mind the time frames. Now let's talk about the 2-week chart. As you can see here, 2-week chart is still we have time. If you buy right now here Cardano, you will have to wait maybe other 2-3 months to see results. Simple. But as investor, is something like for me makes sense to start thinking to buy Cardano in this area. In this area. Okay, this area. Of course, if this area breaks, as investor, because I put just 20% on my portfolio, not all in, I can just, okay, I'm gonna wait for the next one as investor, and I can maybe buy other 25% maybe, not all in. Okay, it depends on your strategy, right? But in my case, makes sense for me right now. Cardano is looking now. Yeah, maybe in the next month, February, maybe we will see a buy signal for Cardano, as long as holding this level. Okay. Now let's talk with other altcoins. I want to show you Axe Infinite. Axe Infinite is something like, I will say be careful with this coin. Why? Because we have weekly chart sell signal right now here. Maybe we will see this bounce as well. Many altcoins, they are bouncing because Bitcoin is bouncing, but we know in the long term what is going to happen. What is going to happen? Well, this coin is going to do something like this and break to maybe $50 or 60. If you want to buy here, maybe yes. It could be a buy, yes. Because we have price action here and we have the volume around here. But if this area breaks, well, get ready to see Axe Infinite next year at $6. Simple. Okay. Now, if we see this level is because Bitcoin actually broke the MA55 in weekly chart. But it's level by level. Okay. In one day chart, Axe Infinite is in downtrend, exactly the same as Bitcoin. As you can see here, is below the MA55. Testing is gonna test in some point the MA55 to what? Keep falling. Now we are in one day chart. Remember, for the next 2 weeks, we are in downtrend. Remember the time frames. One day chart is for the next 10 days, okay, or maximum 2 weeks. 1 month chart, a weekly chart is for 3 months. Monthly chart is for 6 months and 1 year, and of course, your monthly chart is for maybe more than 1 year. So it depends on your time frames. As I said, you want to hold these kind of things, I will say no. I'm not financial advisor. The level I'm gonna start looking for is for 66, 67,000, 70, and the lowest point I will say 30, 40 around here. So just be careful with this, with many altcoins, because not because buy the dip that means is correct. Of course not. Of course, there are very good projects out there. Yes, I am not saying they are bad, but remember, in 2017, Ethereum was at $1,000, 500, and crashed to $80. But if you are new and this is your first bull market, you don't know this, right? And maybe you don't care because you are greedy, right? So just as a friendly reminder, here, look at this. Ethereum was at 1,500 in January 1st, and from there crashed all the way to $80. And even like, oh, but it's Ethereum, right? It's a super good project. It's wow, it's the next Bitcoin, whatever. But even good projects will have this problem. Okay, so now you're thinking Ethereum is super cheap right now. I mean, like, oh my god, let's buy Ethereum at $5,000 or $4,000. I think you have a problem. Why you didn't buy Ethereum was when it was at $200, and now you want to buy Ethereum when it was at $5,000. Like you are just following fundamental. Okay, yeah, Ethereum to $10,000, $20,000, maybe yes, but when? In the next 5 years? Maybe, yeah. But here we are traders, right? We are following a system. So technically speaking, it's in uptrend, yes. For trading, totally fine. But for investing, we know we cannot hold Ethereum as investors right now. I mean, I cannot. There is no one can force me to buy Ethereum right now as investor right now. Why? Because with this setup here, I know my probabilities to make money with Ethereum are very low as investor. Now, technically speaking, is it still strong? Yes. Is it still strong? Yes. But I respect my system, and my system is telling me, hey, careful, because in the long term, if the monthly and weekly chart play is, well, we will see other, let's see. Okay, now in general, for all the market, remember, many altcoins, they are new and they don't have we don't have data when they this is the first bull market for many altcoins. The first season. But we don't have data in the bear market. I don't know exactly how it's gonna perform Axe Infinite in a bear market. Because there is no volume, technically speaking. In a bear market, I wouldn't be surprised to see $6. Cake, I don't know. I don't know. Technically speaking, with TradingView, I can see just $10 is the key level. Of course, it's bouncing here, but if you see the full data, I think Cake was like 0.1, 0.10 cents. I cannot remember. So just be careful with your altcoins, okay? Because usually people, they are just, oh yeah, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. but the market is gonna reverse, and when it reverses, usually people are in like this, like they cannot accept. It's happening. For example, right now, Luna is a very good project. I know. Many people are super bullish on this, but we have a various divergences here forming in weekly chart. So in the next close, any close below $60 is gonna trigger this sell, and we will see Luna at maybe 24, maybe 40. But Luna, in this case, many altcoins actually they are in uptrend. Let me see when, but they are in uptrend, yes, because they born in a bull market. But we don't know how it's gonna be the performance in a bear market. Remember Ethereum? Ethereum was at 1,500 and in the bear market it reached $80. Okay, so be careful with your picks. You are thinking to hold altcoins is because you really love them and you really think you are become millionaire in the next 10 years and you don't care about the price. If you are thinking to hold altcoins, don't watch the price, just buy it and send to your wallet and don't see the charts for maybe 2, 3, 4 years. And maybe you will see the results because you are holder, right? You are holder, you're not trader. Here we are traders. And we respect, or at least in my case, I respect my system, and my system is telling me, okay, Luna, super wonderful, yes, bear divergence in weekly chart, next close, no thank you. Yeah, I am telling you this, why? Because recently with this crash, every time when the Bitcoin crash very hard, people are asking me, sending me a message, asking me the same thing always. Even if I repeat every time the same thing, almost the same thing in my live streams, they are asking me the same thing. I don't know why. So now, many altcoins like this, for example, AVAX is bullish, yes, it's looking great, price action, yes, but we have here, as investor, I would never buy AVAX at almost $100, never. For trading, yes, I can do it, but no. When I'm going to buy AVAX in weekly chart, when I see this doing something like this, maybe in 2022, 2023, and is testing the volume around 35, 34, $40 maybe as investor. In 1 day chart, of course I can trade. Now it's bouncing, as you can see here. Technically speaking, in 1 day chart, it's still an uptrend. I cannot say this is downtrend. Of course not. It's very strong. I like it, yes. And be careful with AVAX. As long Bitcoin is not crashing, and I'm expecting it's going to be in sideways, many altcoins will have opportunity to see other test maybe to the second level of the top, or maybe other or the strongest one. They will see a really actually very nice bounce. For example, AVAX right now in the next maybe next week we will see a buy signal in a squeeze around here, and also is not as long other close above the MA55 in 1 day chart is gonna trigger the target to 100, maximum 115, and from there I will just get out because I know weekly chart is my trigger to say, hey, this is just trading just 10 days, 1 day chart, and that's it, no more than that. Okay, well, this is my system, this is my way of trading. Please just you are following other thing, just do it, no problem. Just I'm sharing my experience in the markets, and I'm sharing with you what I'm doing right now in the markets. Right now, for example, BNB, the trend in 1 day chart is broken, of course not. This is just a stop hunter, and as you can see, the bounce is actually very good. What I want to see for BNB is holding this between the MA21 and MA55 and consolidation. If we see this buy signal, actually it's quite late here. The buy signal was here. Okay, in this area, the difference between the other setup with AVAX in this one is because here we already have maybe 70-80% of the monitor with a squeeze. So I will say if we want to see invalidation of this potential sell signal in a squeeze, is I would like to see BNB above 600 and closing about there, invalidating everything, and we will see other test to maybe 640, even higher. But let me show you something. Why I don't think it's gonna happen is because of this. Weekly chart, we have exactly the same setup as Bitcoin 2 months ago. Many altcoins, they are printing this setup right now in November. Now, you are following my live streams. Remember, we study Bitcoin in September and October, and I said to you in this live stream, hey, careful with Bitcoin. We have this setup. Remember, it's exactly the same setup as right now you can see for BNB. And what happened with Bitcoin after 2-3 months? Crash, right? Almost 40% right now. From the top to the bottom, 40 is like 40%. So what is gonna happen for BNB? Tell me. Well, traditional technical traders, traditional traders will say, it's because we have the triangle. This triangle is like this, and well, to the moon, right? Because the book told me the course I bought from this guy, it said like, okay, I do this, I'm going to break, okay, to $1,000. I'm gonna become millionaire all in, right? That is the thing, like they are teaching you. You must know that 75% of the traders in the world, they are using classic technical analysis. That's why the market makers, they know this, and they say, okay, the majority of the people, they are watching this triangle, and the book is saying is bullish, right? Okay, so we are gonna move the price a little bit higher. People will enter in long position, and after that we will crash. Why? Because remember, market makers, they have the power to manipulate the markets, and they know what you can see. And because they know, well, you know what they are gonna do. Okay, so we have this setup in BNB. Yeah. So based on this setup, what do you think? Classic technical analysis, to the moon, $1,000 from here to the moon, right? But with my system is, okay, I'm not going to follow patterns, just I'm going to follow my system. My system is telling me, hey, from here, careful. We have bear divergences here in weekly chart, here. So that means two things: sideways, consolidation here, or distribution, and downside. Now we have the example of Bitcoin, right? What happened with Bitcoin? Well, now I am expecting exactly the same thing for BNB and others, okay? Especially if Bitcoin crash. Now, let's start with other altcoins. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments, okay? Matic. Remember, I explained to you in weekly chart, I'm still bullish, and I am looking for this setup. I don't know the price here. But it's forming exactly the same pattern as Bitcoin, as BNB. We will see this bear divergence in Matic here in some point, maybe next month. So what does that mean? Well, you can buy here. As an investor, never. Trading, yeah, you can make money, yes. Actually, I was bullish, and I called Matic $1 with 80 cents, and now it's around $2. And actually, it's doing good, actually, yes. But when I see this, well, it's the time to be careful, okay? Because many altcoins, they are showing this setup, the same setup as Bitcoin. Solana is one of my favorites. Many people, they know this. It's one of my favorite. I mean, I really like this project, but not because I like this project, that means I'm not going to sell, right? So we have this setup. In the long term, I am not going to buy Solana. I am not holding Solana. Why? Because I have this. Yeah. So always I am speculating like this. In this moment is $87 for Solana. In 1 day chart, of course, yeah, we can trade the bonds, yes, whatever, yes, you can trade, yes, but macro timeframes are clear about it. Now, Solana is in downtrend, technically speaking, no, not yet. Why? Because I want to see from here a breakdown like this, like Bitcoin. So the strongest, the top 5 to 10 altcoins, they are showing like they want to push a little bit more, but I think it's gonna be the last one because weekly chart is clear about it. Now, something I want to show you. You are new in this live stream. Well, you must know. Well, based on my backtesting, there is a very strong correlation between Bitcoin and USD, or USD, the dollar. They are contrarian indicators. When USD or USD is strong, Bitcoin is in a bear market. when Bitcoin is USD or USDT is weak, that means Bitcoin is going to the moon. And not is not because Bitcoin is going to be more expensive. No, it's because the dollar is losing more power. That's why you see this uptrend. This uptrend you see here in let me show you here. Here in monthly chart. This this price you see in Bitcoin is telling me the USD, yeah, the dollar, is getting weak every year. The next 10 years, the last 10 years, the only thing is doing the dollar is getting weak. So in all the corrections we see here, yeah, is because actually in that moment, in this specific period, the dollar actually was strong. Okay. Yeah, one moment. Let me just finish this explanation, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna reply your. I'm gonna answer your question. Okay, one moment. Okay. USDT. Where is the USDT? Bet. Yeah, here. Now, based on this, I show you this example in few live streams. You can search my live streams. I compared this before. Now, what happened with weekly chart for USDT? Remember, USDT is like we have mostly 70-80% of the transaction on cryptocurrency they are using USDT. It's the most common stable coin. Now, this close is very important. Is testing is gonna test the MA55. Remember the system. It's gonna test the MA55. If we see this month USDT holding the MA55, well, we are bullish, right? We are bullish, and we will see this accumulation, and we will see other test to the top of this level around 4. That means Bitcoin is gonna crash in 2022. Okay, simple. You are bullish on Bitcoin because to the moon, you want to see this breaking like here, like here, and other test to the lows, and yeah, we can start thinking Bitcoin is going to the moon, right? But as I said, weekly chart is very clear. It's very clear. We have a squeeze momentum indicator. Okay, I want to explain. This indicator is the squeeze momentum indicator. You can find on TradingView for free. In my I created my own version. It's the Leonidas squeeze plus volatility, and you can use this indicator for free. This indicator is the Obb Oscillator. Is my own version of Obb because I am using on volume balance indicator to for trading. Okay, in one of my videos in my channel, I explain how to use the classic on volume balance, the setup, and you can maybe use it. This Obb indicator is just for the members of my group. And also we have here the Leonidas trend system. Is very simple. It's just the MA55 and the MA21. That's it. It's the only thing I'm using for trading. And of course the volume profile. The volume profile is very important. That's it. Now, you see monthly chart for USDT dominance. Be careful with this. Why? Because the negative slope here in a squeeze, we don't have enough data, right? But in some point when you see this purple again, it's because it's very easy. Any close above the MA21 in monthly chart is gonna move this asset to the top. So that means Q1 and Q2 of 2022 for Bitcoin is not going to be good. Okay, now let's continue with other coins. Please, if you have any suggestions, just let me know. We have 5 minutes. Sorry if this technical analysis was a little bit more complex. It's because I think it's very important. Many people, they are buying the dip. Yeah, buy the dip. Okay, now you are making money. But the point is, how you are investor or you are trader. In my case, I'm trader. I will become investor in some point. Yes, maybe in some point 2022. You will see it here in this channel. Okay. Now, let me see. Bitcoin of $51,000. 50. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is very, very interesting. Is testing the new low again, the lows here in this area. Remember, 40 level is my key level, and something very concerning. Look at this. Other leg down to 39, 38, even a little bit lower. Look at it in monthly chart. We have bullish divergences forming in monthly, not just weekly, monthly, and squeeze momentum indicators is about 80-90% of this process. So the Q1 for 2022, if this is gonna play, if this play, you will see like this move again in 2017. Remember, all the bear market of Bitcoin dominance was pumping. Yeah, was pumping, as you can see here. January 2018 until September 2029, 1 year. Okay, more than 1 year. So if this is gonna happen in some point in 2022, we will see the MA55 to be tested. 55, and you know what that means? Well, many altcoins will drop hard. Of course, the strongest one, it depends. If Bitcoin is in uptrend, maybe we will see nice bounces, right? But if Bitcoin breaks the MA55 in weekly chart at around $45,000, we will see a very nasty and very bad year for Bitcoin in 2022. Okay, guys, I think I finished my explanation for after this crash. Thank you for your support. I know for many people, YouTubers is a little bit, but today is a very important day because we reached 100 followers in this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And all the guys, like they are in the group, thank you so much for all your support. So I want to finish this live stream. Just explain the short term for Bitcoin again is we are here is the consolidation. I was in long position here, and I'm speculating the MA55 to be tested 52, 53 in the next 24 hours here, and always I'm gonna speculate to the downside again here. And this downside, this pullback, is gonna be the pullback I am looking for to buy to see maybe $55,000 and the MA55 in 1-day chart. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. Sorry, one thing in 5-day chart, there is something I shared in my private channel, but I didn't explain here. OBB is doing something like I didn't see since 2018. And this is very concerning. Remember, I explained to you the bullish scenario for Bitcoin as long Bitcoin is holding $45,000, right? But it's doing something very interesting. The last time when I saw the OBB in negative territory, the red zone, it was in November 2019, around here. November 12, 2018, okay? And now OBB is testing the negative. Actually, it's negative in the next close. Is gonna we will see the confirmation in this month actually. So historically speaking, because I have just few information here. 1, 2, 3 times I saw the same setup for OBB in the history of Bitcoin. As you can see here, this drop is not enough. After we have the confirmation, we see other drop and consolidation. Okay, and here again, the drop was at from $6,000 to $4,000, and from there we have other drop here and consolidation. Okay, so the next area here, that means like potentially maybe in the next 2-3 weeks or maybe next year, potentially we could see other drop here, and it's the thing I am looking for, consolidation. Okay, consolidation. And in this consolidation pattern, I don't know the price, I cannot tell you. thinking like Bitcoin is gonna hold $45,000. It could be here or it could be here. Well, it's gonna be the next area to start accumulating altcoins and Bitcoin, etc. Right? Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I think that's it. That's it.